A phone call to a humble mechanic on a frosty morning in February would ultimately change the course of the automobile industry and spur the development of road building across America. New businesses and opportunities were created by those who could quickly adapt to the changing landscape. Over a static-filled line, the young man was asked by his boss to take the night train to New York to participate in an auto race that the company had just decided to enter. The next day, that mechanic climbed into a car in Times Square, surrounded by 250,000 onlookers. He was at the starting line for what would become the longest race in automobile history, one that would go 22,000 miles around the world. His name was George Schuster, and the car was dubbed the Flyer, the only American entry in the race, against teams from Germany, France, and Italy. As the engines were cranked, the crowd cheered in anticipation, knowing that only 9 drivers had ever crossed the U.S., and never in winter. On that auspicious day, nobody knew how pivotal a role that mechanic would play. It's a story of imagination, innovation, and collaboration, in which the Flyer's mechanic would ultimately become its driver. Like Schuster did in that historic race, First Clearing has continued to adapt and grow while remaining true to its roots. We began as a regional firm, and over the years have become one of the leading clearing firms in America. That growth stems from cultivating strong relationships with our clients so that we can meet our goals together. How can we help you drive success for your firm?
So what drives us? At First Clearing, we set out to build a smarter, more responsive clearing firm. We reimagined how a clearing firm could excel at the day-to-day mechanics of processing and also be a powerful engine for growth. It means providing more intuitive technologies that make it easier for advisors to work more efficiently, more focus on the client relationship, actively engaged in listening and understanding your needs, and more of a growth mindset, finding new and better ways to help take your business from where it is to where you want it to be, all within a solid and secure environment. One of the advantages of having deep roots in the retail brokerage industry is that we understand the business from the perspective of the financial advisors and their clients. We know what it feels like to be behind the wheel. That means we're finely tuned to your needs. We listen and dedicate our attention and resources to delivering better solutions to you and your firm. Then, we bring together the right team to help you map out the smartest route for your firm's goals. And our affiliation with one of the largest brokerage and banking firms in the U.S. means you'll have direct access to some of the industry's best people, products, and resources. The result? A comprehensive support system with a commitment to provide personalized, ongoing assistance at every point in the journey. What kind of clearing firm do you want supporting you?
Paved streets of Manhattan turned quickly into half-frozen ruts as the cars raced across New York. After 400 exhausting miles, the barely recognizable Flyer limped into Buffalo. Schuster realized that to compete against cars built specifically for the race, their car, taken right off the lot, would need to be reimagined. He had to rely as much on ingenuity as the engine. Heavy metal fenders were removed and replaced with aprons of leather. Blocks were put on the axles for better road clearance. But the car still struggled over uncharted terrain. Schuster turned to an unlikely source for support. He convinced the railroad to designate the car as an official train so it could travel over the thick ties to avoid the snow. 41 days after leaving Times Square, the Flyer was the first car to arrive in San Francisco. The surprising secret behind the Flyer's success wasn't just technology or the support of the railroad. It was the growing network of car dealers who helped the team with everything from mechanical expertise to spare parts. At First Clearing, we understand the value of support. What could you accomplish with a dedicated, responsive team behind you?
How will you successfully navigate the complex terrain in today's economy? It helps when you have attentive, skilled advocates invested in your success. When you work with First Clearing, you don't get anonymous voices on the line. You get an experienced team ready to help you run, grow, and protect your business. It starts with your relationship manager, who provides deep brokerage and advisory knowledge. And it's supported by growth consultants who bring insights, best practices, and tools to help upskill advisors. Compliance liaisons assist in bringing clarity to the complex risk and regulatory environment. Our team approach means you get the best thinking of many minds, from operations and technology to business development and risk management. Our commitment is to think beyond the transaction, beyond processing, bringing your firm industry-leading solutions, proprietary research, and a product suite that you can tailor to your clients' needs and risk tolerances. You are further supported by technology and tools that help you grow and protect your business, all connected to a broad network of resources with the strength and stability to fully support your goals. Advocates, teamwork, know-how, and technology, all powerful parts working seamlessly together.
Pounding seas of the North Pacific had been replaced with pounding rain. The Flyer emerged from the cargo hold of a steamer to begin the muddy slog across Siberia, Russia, and eventually France. After facing bridgeless rivers, deserts, bandits, and wolves, Schuster's exhausted team met their final challenge. A gendarme barred their entrance to Paris until the Flyer's cracked headlight was replaced. A passing Frenchman offered one from his bicycle, and when it couldn't be detached, the entire bicycle was lifted onto the car. The Flyer, with a jubilant Schuster at the wheel, arrived victorious at the finish line, 169 days after leaving New York. He began the race as a mechanic and finished as a hero, the only American to complete, start to finish, what had been dubbed the toughest race ever devised. The impact of the race was immeasurable. It had been followed by millions and transformed business across America. Factory sales of American automobiles nearly doubled in the next year, and a frenzy of road and highway building across the U.S. was sparked. Ultimately, the great auto race of 1908 is a story of the triumph of tenacity, knowledge, and teamwork against overwhelming odds, the same powerful elements that we think can drive your firm to greater success.
So where is your firm headed? Where do you want to be in 6 months, a year, or even a few years down the road? Our first priority is to help you find your true north and put you and your firm on a fast track to better realizing your business objectives. We believe nobody is better able to assess the landscape, outfit you for the challenging journey ahead, and support you along the way like First Clearing. It begins by understanding your vision for the future and helping you devise a strategy to get you there. It's about aligning our investment solutions, research, and resources to empower advisors to become more efficient and productive. We look for solutions where we believe other clearing firms often don't, like helping you with industry-leading recruiting, training, and coaching services, and an integrated set of controls to support effective compliance and risk management. We deliver the kind of in-depth research and advisory services you'd expect from a firm with the strength and stability of one of the nation's top brokerage advisory and banking institutions. We provide advisors and risk managers with intuitive technology designed by practitioners, not programmers, all from a team fully vested in helping to propel your business forward. So when you look at us versus other clearing firms, don't you wonder what destinations we could help you reach? Let's begin the journey toward more together.